Hey guys, it's Tina. I'm back. I'm back. Pretty excited about it. Also a little bit nervous because I haven't filmed in forever or done a video in forever. Almost 3 months that it feels like I'm like restarting with all of the like being on camera, like confidence and stuff. So it's a little weird, but yeah, pretty exciting and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do a May TBR today. It's going to be a super short TBR because...
Why can't I think? It's going to be a super short TBR.
Just because I have been trying to plan less and just mood read more. At the end of the month when I do my wrap up, you're probably going to see a lot more books that I've read. I'm a little intimidated to do like a wrap up from all the books that I've read since the time that I've been away. And that is going to take some planning. So hopefully I can get that out next week, but maybe that might be like a two-parter, or I'll break it up into like separate videos based on the months, because I read quite a bit in the last couple of months, so that was fun. Before I get into like the TBR life updates, Girl Scout cookie season is done. My daughter did pretty well considering like all the restrictions that we had due to the world, and she sold 700 boxes, which is less than what we sold last year, but still I'm pretty impressed. I thought it was not going to be that many, so that was super fun, super consuming. Cookie season is always really busy, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna handle cookie season in the future. I think I'm gonna have to like pre-plan that because it's super busy, and I don't think I can like film, edit, and do that, and because my entire weekend during cookie season while my daughter's a Girl Scout is 100% consumed by selling cookies with her. So we'll see how that happens in the future. And then I know in my last video it said it was gonna be mid-March, but then a few things happened. The kids went back to hybrid learning, so they're in school part-time.
They're in school now, which I get a few hours off each day, which has been pretty amazing. Pretty amazing to have just like a few hours to yourself to get stuff done without the word mom. It's even when they get out of toddler stage, the word mom never stops, and it's, yeah. So sorry. So I lost my train of thought.
Oh, they're back in school for a couple of hours. So then we had to do like the quick get back to school stuff, like school clothes slapping and getting all the supplies and stuff they want in backpacks and all of this stuff that like I take all summer usually to gather and do. I had to do like in a couple of weeks notice. So that was pretty busy. And then they went back, their first week was last week.
Or no, Natalie's been in school for 2 weeks now, and then my son James has been in school for, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I don't know. It's been, last week was the first week without any kids during the day.
So that's how that went. And then on top of that, I had an office job, and I had been working at this job for 7 years and with my previous employer, and he decided to retire and go right off into the sunset with his wife and find some beach to lay on, which he completely deserves. He was one of the best bosses I could have ever asked for. So, and in that transition, I started a business, independent contractor. I don't know. I work from home now to make my income. I've been working the home job since December, November, a couple months from last year. And then I was working this job as well. So I was working 2 part-time-ish jobs. Like my other job was at the office was part-time, and that was just set in the hours there. But this other job is kind of not.
It's kind of a 24-hour thing. If there's problems, it's hard to explain without fully explaining. Now I have a full-time-ish job. Totally, I know you get what I'm saying.
Then the transition from, working the 2 jobs, ending the part-time office job, and then transitioning into this job, I decided to take an extra month of April off from BookTube so I can concentrating on like putting everybody where they need to be and getting that settled, because there was a lot going on at once. But I did get quite a bit of reading done in that, because I could read for little bits of times, and I've been picking up more audiobooks lately so I could like read while I work or listen while I work or clean or try to multitask instead of just sit and read.
Which I've also been sitting reading. I've gotta stop rambling. Okay.
So the TBR for May, it's just gonna be short. It's 3 books, and it's the second to 3 different series is what I plan on reading. The first book that I plan on reading is Crooked Kingdom from the Six of Crows series. I read the first book, Six of Crows, last month, and I read it with a couple of friends on my Discord. So it was a buddy read on my Discord. So if you've read the first book and want to read the second book with us, the link to my Discord is down below. Go ahead and drop down. Or if you just want to talk to us about the book, would be cool too. I like to hear a whole bunch of people's perspective, just for opinions. It's just fun to talk to people about books. So I'm reading Crooked Kingdom, Six of Crows. If you don't know, which almost sure everybody knows, it's a heist book. So this group of...
What is going on? Is that weirdness? Weird sounds are happening outside. Like, is that somebody with bass? Is that a thing anymore? Like, I know it was a thing, like, maybe it still is. Is bass still a thing? Like, does that still happen a ton in cars? Because I don't hear it as much as I used to in the 90s. But I still sometimes hear it, because that's why I stopped, because I thought, like, there was a car going by with, like, mass bass. But I realized I don't hear it as much as I did in the 90s. In the 90s, like, it was, like, every other car had, like, freaking loud bass. Anyways, side note, sorry.
So, Crooked Kingdom. Okay, so the Six of Crows is about a band of thieves, not super upstanding citizens that make their living and life out of besting the other gangs in the area, thievery, that kind of stuff. They get hired to break this guy out of this super high security prison. Like, it's believed that there's no way to get out of this.
Puppy dreams.
There is no way to get out of this prison. It is built so way that it's literally impossible to have any prisoners break out of this prison. So they are hired to break this dude out of jail or this prison and bring it back to the person that hired them for an insane amount of money. I'm not gonna go into a review, but I will say this. I originally thought that this was like a YA fantasy, and that was my impression before I read the book. Now, I'm not sure if it really is a YA fantasy, but if it is a YA fantasy, an adult fantasy reader can read it and not get all of the YA like tropes and feelings and like how it's written. It can totally be written from an adult fantasy reader, and it is totally good. I went into this book expecting like a YA fantasy book, but really I don't think it is. Or it doesn't read like a YA. It's totally different than what I thought it was, and it is a good read. So if you're one that has not read it because it's YA, now if it's not YA and I'm thinking it's YA, I'm very sorry for the people that really love this book, but for some reason I got the impression that it's a YA fantasy. So there's that. Now, the next book that I'm going to read...
I just can't stay focused today.
So the next book I'm going to read is The Dragon Republic from the series of the Poppy War. I read...
The first book, I'm not sure if it was last month or the month before. Like the end of what is it? Last month was April, March. End of March, beginning of April, somewhere in there.
So I read the Poppy War. I enjoyed the Poppy War, and I am ready to move on to the next book to see what happens next. If you are like me and have not read the Poppy War for certain reasons, you know, because the last book just came out, and that's why I started reading it. So the Poppy War is about this girl named Rin, who is supposed to be married off into arranged marriage to a really old dude, and she is not really down with that idea. So she works exceptionally hard to get into this free academy that teaches her how to to be a warrior.
And then she gets into the academy, and then she is kind of I don't know. So she gets into the academy,
and then the book goes from there. Now, the thing I want to say about this book is everybody says something about Rin and this pig. And so I was expecting like chapters of her like being pals with this pig and carrying around this pig, but it's not as much as people say it is. So I was a tad disappointed that I didn't get more pig in the book because people mention it so much. But anyways, aside from that, I really enjoyed the book. I want to know what happens next. So this next coming month, I'm going to read The Dragon Republic, which is the next books in the series.
Uh-oh, my battery. Okay, let's see if I can hurry this up before it ends.
And then the final book I'm going to read is the second book.
My battery's about to die, so I'm gonna do this quick, and I'm not gonna do this justice at all. Just fair warning.
The second book of the 5th season. I just started the 5th season. I'm at chapter 2.
This is
apocalyptic book about the Earth that basically tries to kill humanity, and this group of people that are oppressed that basically, I think, save humanity. I don't know. I'm in chapter 2. But everybody loves the 5th everybody loves the 5th season. Everybody loves N.K. Jemisin, and I just got the box set, so I'm hopping on the bandwagon. So far, super interesting book. The second person doesn't bother me as much as some people say it bothers them. So there is that. And my batteries are about to run out. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you have something to say, comment down below. If you've read any of these books and have something to say, also comment down below. If you I didn't make it, and my battery did totally run out. If I look a little off, it's because I quickly tried to switch the battery and didn't like try to make the adjustments perfect. Again, that is my TBR for May. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have something to say, comment below. If you've read these books, let me know what you thought. If you like my channel and want to see more of me, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see all of my videos, hit the bell, and I will hopefully see you next week. I'm hoping to edit and upload this video today. Today's Tuesday. I have a book haul. It's a massive book haul to edit and upload. Hopefully I can get that up Friday. And then I am debating on whether to do a review on a book that I'm debating on whether to do a review on Serpent and Dove. I read it. I have some opinions, but I don't know if people really want to know my opinions about it. So if you want to know what I thought about that book, go ahead and comment below. And I will see you next week. Bye.